in-house robot gladiators and household names. All of them veterans of the Robot Wars Coliseum of mechanical mayhem as the crowd bays for destruction. Who will get Caesar's salute and survive?
Let the wars begin!
The very best and biggest roboteering names enter the arena in a winner-takes-all!
House Robots, your days are numbered!
8, the magic number here. 8 machines compete in the All-Star Championship!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Tonight, the best of the best are back for a bashing. It's our All-Stars Championship! Top seeds, old favourites, fighting tonight, not least because most of them have been kicked out of the UK Championships. Such has been the ferocity of our new generation robots. But tonight, experience rules in some top-class duels as we let the All-Star Championship begin!
As always, our 8 competitors are split into 2 first-round battles of 4. Dan, Tom, Kia, Pussycat, King Bee Powerworks and Behemoth. And then Firestorm 5, Bigger Brother, Panic Attack and Cat 3 do battle. But before we see the fights, let's find out how our competitors fared in Robot Wars the 7th Wars. Firestorm 5 reached the semi-finals, easily disposing of Riptor in the second. And then Ripper, tossing it out of the arena, showing old form. Storm 2 was to beat them in the semis, but not after they'd carted Mute, a very fine machine again, over and out.
I was saying he's developing a nasty streak, and you're going to marry him? I know.
Behemoth, one-time Robot Wars Series semi-finalist, had a nightmare in the 7th Wars despite a good-looking start, fighting Tartarus, Crustacean and UFO. Successful in their opening battle, flipping and turning and bashing. But then in round 2 of their heat, they came across Mute and went balmy. Stark, staring, raving mad. Will Behemoth be sane in the All-Stars Championship? Or mentally and physically battered and bruised? Once upon a time, Bigger Brother were UK Championship runners-up. In the 7th Wars, they looked good and tidy again against URO, Typhoon 2 and Colossus. Little Joe Watts at the controls, Bigger Brother moved with a smoothness and a confidence. Even Typhoon 2, the new UK champions, were threatened. But then in round 2 of the heat, they came across Iron Ore, looking in command, looking set to win, until that moment.
Ellie, you okay?
Yeah.
At least you're not crying this year. That's because you're getting older, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dad, what happened?
You win some, you lose some.
A long time ago, King Bee Powerworks was a series semi-finalist. It took a piggyback ride through round 1 of its heat in the 7th Wars against the likes of Dan, Tom, Kia, Rick and Hassock's Hog 2. But then the numbers didn't add up against IG-88. Confused, bewildered and beaten. Hot under the collar, a little bit of rock and rolling. And then our very own Robot Wars Jitterbug. Dan Tom Kia had fought in that first round with King Bee. Proved too strong for Hassock's Hog 2. And looked to be gaining momentum. Experienced, strong, well controlled. It put pay to Scorpion in round 2 of the heat. And then in the heat final, IG88 were the opponents, suffered a similar fate. But look at this, in the series semi-final, beaten in a record time by Gravity. The Cat 3 team has now fought in 5 wars, using the pickaxe well against Mantis in the heat. Clawing, grappling, toppling, but experienced enough to self-right in a flash. Good enough to win through, but against the doggy of the bulldog breed, they'd bitten off more than they could chew.
I think we must have used up all our 9 lives by now.
Panic Attack were once UK champions, but they've been on the wane in recent years, still too strong for Spin Doctor in their round 1 heat. Hedgehog 2, as they teamed up with Megamorg to go through.
3, 2, 1.
Then in round 2,
Activate.
they came across a very good Dutch machine called Tough as Nails, a machine that was to reach the 7th War's semi-finals. And in what became a war of attrition and a push and shove match, the Dutch proved tough as nails and Panic Attack went out. Pussycat was competing for a 6th Wars in succession, using the formidable spinning blade to effect in its round 1 tussle with Brutus Maximus, Twister and Rhubarb. Controlled by 16-year-old Stuart Barnwell, things looked good. Offensive, well controlled, but against M2 in round 2, a high ground clearance proved its Achilles heel. And it was to be lifted, flipped, bashed and beaten. So we met all the robots, and this is how they'll line up in Battle 1. Panic Attack, Firestorm 5, Cat 3 and Bigger Brother. And then Dan, Tom Kia, Pussycat, Behemoth and King Bee Powerworks after the break.
Join me after the break for more devastation, more destruction here on Robot Wars. Welcome back to Robot Wars and the All-Star Championships. The best of our battling bunch are back to prove who's the daddy of the war zone. Let the wars begin!
From Addleston in Surrey, Cat 3.
Have fought in 5 wars, they're never really spectacular.
The All-Stars Championship.
Yeah.
Cat 3, how are we going to deal with this one?
Oh, I don't know. I think we might go for Panic Attack. They beat us in Series 5, so I think it's a bit of time, payback time.
How do you deal with a flippador?
Well,
we're quite good at self-righting, so as long as we don't get flipped out of the arena, we're going to be okay.
Has an aluminium body and polycarbonate base with all the weaponry and automotive components mounted on a central spine, strong armour, but has never really caused any real meows in the past.
From Langley Moor in County Durham, Firestorm 5.
5 times they've reached the series semi-finals in Robot Wars.
What are you going to do in the All-Stars battle for us?
What we're going to do? We'll have to go against Panic Attack, won't we?
Is it quite hard being in a battle when there's 3 other really good robots in there?
Yeah, because obviously there's a few alliances going on, so it's like, should we gang up on them, or there's a bit of that goes on.
Really?
Oh,
so
yeah.
you all get into a confab and just go, we'll get him out?
Yeah, it's a bit of a...
Graham, that is absolutely outrageous. Who have you ganged up with?
I wouldn't like to say.
A 2-wheel-driven wedge-shaped flipper, powerful, fast and manoeuvrable, but the 2-wheel drive can present problems with traction when pushing.
From Roth in Cardiff, Panic Attack.
Winner of the second series of Robot Wars and still holds a proud record, never been beaten in a first-round melee.
You're out there with Firestorm 5.
Firestorm 5, who I think may have beaten us about 5 times before now, so perhaps a bit of revenge, we'll see.
Cat 3.
We're going to get it. That's the one we're out for. That's the one we can get. We're going to get it.
Six-wheeled of alloy and polycarbonate construction with a lifting ram spike mechanism, battle-hardened. A new driver this year.
From Brighton in East Sussex, Bigger Brother.
3 times a Robot Wars Series semi-finalist.
You are a very, very famous robot, Ian.
I'm a famous robot.
Isn't he great? He's actually a robot. Joe here controls him, don't you, Joe?
Yeah.
Right, what are we going to do out there, Joe? You've got 3 other robots in the arena with you. They're all pretty tasty. Who are you going to go for first?
It's Shunt, Matilda, Sir Killalot, Mr. Psycho, Growler, or any house robot gets in the way. In House Robots, your days are numbered!
Little Joe Watts, now 10, has grown up with Robot Wars. Again, never beaten in the first round of a battle. Cobalt titanium rear armour, bulletproof, and has the spiked flipper.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then. Bigger Brother, the Watts family on the left, Panic Attack on the right-hand side. Cat 3 on the left there, and Firestorm 5 on the right. In the arena for the House Robots, Shunt and Cassius Chrome.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And 2 machines survive this first-round battle of this, the All-Star Championship, and that's a terrific start by Firestorm 5. Shunt toppled, Bigger Brother helping out. The House Robot in real trouble there, so too actually Firestorm 5 momentarily up on the arena sidewall. The ref bot comes in to have a check on Shunt. Bigger Brother is nagging away. Cassius Chrome fights back against Cat 3. In comes Firestorm 5. This is tremendous stuff. So much experience out there. Durable machines. Firestorm 5 away. Has to make amends for a disappointing end really in Robot Wars, the 7th championship. Has finished 3rd in Robot Wars 5 and 6, but not this time around. Oh, Bigger Brother's on the pit. Get off there. The pit is descending and Bigger Brother were very, very nearly got the ref bot down. The ref bot descends. Bring that pit back up, says the ref bot. You don't get rid of me that easily. Cassius Chrome in trouble. What a fight this is. You're only supposed to fight each other, not the House Robots at this stage. Oh, the floor flipper wants to get involved as well. It is absolute anarchy out there. Rules? What rules? What did that come off? Cassius Chrome's in trouble. They're ganging up on the House Robots. We will remember this for a long, long time. Cassius Chrome is spiked by Cat 3. Bigger Brother wants a little bit of the act. Oh, what's happened to his eyes? The eyes have it, or used to. And poor Cassius Chrome can see no more. Thank goodness he won't see himself being hoisted up into the air. Cat 3 is in there, you can see. The Tiger Stripes and Bigger Brother on the left-hand side. Firestorm 5 remaining aloof as Panic Attack has a little nudge. The message from these competing machines, quite clear. We don't actually mind who goes through to the second round of the All-Stars as long as we take our revenge on the House Robots. Shunt, you're a big boy, Shunt, and Bigger Brother's only a wee 98-kilo machine. Come on, right yourself. You are fighting for the pride in the name of Robot Wars. Oh, the ref cap shows he's in peril as well. What on earth is going on? Oh! The drop zone's gone off. Oh dear, the washing machine dropped. That's Cassius Chrome and the attack of Bigger Brother. You can hear the ref. Listen, that's the ref bot groaning quite literally. Shunt's toppled. How do the judges mark this, by the way? 2 machines have to go through to the second round of the All-Stars. On style, on aggression, on damage, but on control, has any one single machine been strictly under control out there? It's been sheer roboteering lunacy. Is there a full moon? He's baying for mechanical mayhem, that's for sure. And the robot is... You're supposed to be taking on each other, for goodness sake! Come on, Panic! Oh, no! Firestorm 5 has driven itself into the pit! Why on earth did it do that? Little Ellie Watts, only 8. She doesn't know. There's her bigger brother machine. Oh, the truce is obviously off. Cat 3 has spiked bigger brother, and at last, the competing machines are having a go at each other. There we can see the remnants of Firestorm 5 down the pit. Why was Cat 3 trying to activate the pit release? Hello? Hello? There's a machine already in there. Dear, oh dear. Insanity Wars, Robot Wars. Bigger brother is trying to get itself down the pit. No, sir. Well, now I've seen virtually everything here. And Cat 3 survives with Panic Attack. How? Don't ask me.
Anarchy in the war zone. I think they had an agreement not to fight each other, but to fight the house robots. However, Firestorm and Bigger Brother drove into the pit, which means that Cat 3 and Panic Attack, they go through!
That was anarchy. But you broke the agreement first. I mean, I'm sure you all agreed not to, like, fight each other, but to fight the house robots. And then you go and stick the axe into Bigger Brother, and then they were coming for you then, weren't they?
I was aiming for Refbot.
Oh, was you really?
Yeah, I was aiming for Refbot, and Refbot moved, and Bigger Brother went up, and it...
The axe went right through, though, didn't it?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
I think it did, yeah. They got really annoyed.
Did they?
Yeah, well, they were chasing after you after that. I hope you're going to be taking it more seriously in the next round, because it's all to fight for now, you know. The WARS, I mean, you know, they like a laugh like anyone else. But it's time to take it seriously.
Yeah, that was good fun. We'll see what happens in the next round.
All you guys crashed out of the UK Championships. Has that left a nasty taste in the mouth? Is that
payback?
Out for revenge?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, it was good fun. It's great to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise the roof for Panic Attack and Cat 3.
Next up, 4 more crazy cats. Dan Tom Kia, Pussycat, Behemoth, and King Bee Powerworks.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
They were seeded number 10 for the 7th Wars. Demand respect then.
I have seen you in action, and you are a pretty mean force out there. Who are you going for first?
I think let's try Dan Tonkia. They're the other flipper in there, the other 2 are not, so I think it's going to be first to get the flipper out and then play with the other 2.
Another machine that has never lost a first-round battle, 6-wheeled with a flipping scoop and axe. Trouble is, it falls into the pit too often when it does succeed.
From Portchester in Hampshire, King Bee Powerworks.
A semi-finalist way back in Robot Wars 2.
Who's your biggest threat out there?
I think Dan Tomke, really, because I mean, we could be out so soon. The others, I feel like we could have a good fight with them. I like a good, long, drawn-out fight. That's what we like, you know. I don't like anything that's over just too fast. With Dan Tomke, we could be out just like a light, you know, straight out.
You could. It is all about tactics, though, when there's 4 of you in that arena.
There are 4 of us in that arena. Only 2 will come out, though.
I know.
We hope to be one of them.
What's your tactics?
Win. Win, basically, yeah. It's a pretty good tactic.
Front lifting spikes and a rear spinning disc here. Fast, low, powerful, 4-wheeled. 1.5 kilowatts for the drive, but the ground clearance is too high for me.
From Redditch in Worcestershire, Pussycats.
Having reached 5 heat finals, it's largely underachieved in the past of Robot Wars.
We put the double blades on for this one.
Why have you put door blades on?
Because someone has thin armour, so we think we can rip it all off.
Who's got thin armour?
King Bee.
King Bee's got thin armour. You're just going to go in for the kill with absolutely no scruples, Stuart, haven't you? It's evil, Stuart. Absolutely evil.
3,500 RPM. Pussycat blade, formidable, unique body shape, invertible, always lands on its feet, or wheels I should say, but the four wheels are exposed and the ground clearance high.
From Chertsey in Surrey, Dan Tomkia
has reached 2 UK Series semi-finals in a row now.
Right, what are you going to do out there?
Try and pick up where we left off from the last time, where we got thrown out in our last fight in the actual main programme. It was a little bit embarrassing, so now we're going to show them who's boss.
Mike, you are the driver.
Yeah.
Who is your biggest threat?
Behemoth, or well, I've actually got a grudge against King B at the moment. So
You got a grudge against them?
yeah, they put some spikes through me. They did, and I wasn't impressed. So
you're going to go after them first?
Oh yeah.
We love grudges, and enmity and ferocity has a high-powered CO2 flipper. It's the quickest in this battle with 20-mile-an-hour top speeds. I actually think the driver's nerves are going now. He looks confident to me.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the team's end, Behemoth, Anthony Pritchard and Kane Aston there on the left, King B Powerworks on the right, Simon and Grant, and Pussycat on the left-hand side, Stuart Amanda and Dan Tomkia on the right, Michael, Daniel and Stephen. There's Matilda in the arena for the House Robots. And there's Sir Killalot 2.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And off we go with the second of the All-Star Championships, first round heats. Please don't take on the House Robots again. I don't think we can stand it. Behemoth under pressure from Dan Tomkia. I think the ground clearance here could be key. Pussycat is vulnerable. Behemoth has the front scoop to prevent anyone getting in from that angle. Dan Tomkia trying to prise away under the side, you see there, and lift Behemoth 100 kilos out! And that's exactly what they do! Out they go, Behemoth tossed simply away by Michael Lambert driving Dan Tomkia, and 17-year-old Daniel at the weapons, and now they try a carbon copy on King B. And out they go.
Cease.
Dan Tomkia and Pussycat through. Pussycat's done absolutely nothing to get through. And Dan Tomkia rests its case.
Flipping fantastic! Dan Tomkia and Pussycat through to the All-Star semi-final! We're through to the semis.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much in there, though.
We went straight after King B3, which we planned, and we jammed their wheel up while Dan Tomkia took on Behemoth.
Yeah.
And then King B was dead, and we knocked their chain off their weapon, and then they got rid of King B in the end.
So you did do quite a bit then?
Oh,
I'll just shut my mouth, shall I?
You will.
You looking forward to the semi-final?
I am.
Do you think you can take them on?
It'll be close if I can stay away from that arena wall.
I'll shut my mouth again then, won't I? Ladies and gentlemen, go ballistic for Pussycat. Well, both robots flipped out the arena. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
It's never easy.
It's never easy.
Never easy. I had to dance for King B.
Yeah.
And Behemoth was a real wily fish to get hold of.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Dan Tomkia. Join me after the break when the All-Star Championships continues. Keep it here. Keep it Robot Wars.
Coming up after the break then, Dan Tomkia will be taking on just about everyone, especially Panic Attack. And then a real snarl up between Pussycat and Cat 3. Rawr. If you've just joined us, we've had two terrific first-round battles. Behemoth pushed out by Dan Tomkia, King B Powerworks 2, and Pussycat went through with Dan Tomkia. And in the other fight, it was absolute chaos. The House Robots taken on by Firestorm, who ended up in the pit with bigger brother Cat 3 and Panic Attack survive.
Welcome back to Robot Wars and the All-Star Championships. The best of our battling bunch are back to prove who's the daddy of the war zone. And our next battle is about to get cracking. So come on!
Who will be Craig's King Kitties, Cat 3 or Pussycat? And who'll win our first fight, Panic Attack or Dan Tomkia?
The All-Stars semi-final, it's Dan Tomkia versus Panic Attack. They did take on the house robots last time with a little bit of help from 3 of their friends. What did you think of that?
It's a rather stupid thing to do.
Was it? Why?
Because I think somebody's going to get their vengeance on them. And I'm going to have to run away from the house boss as they take out poor old Kim's machine.
Now, you're just going to flip them out, surely?
Yeah, it depends what the floor's like. So Killer Lot's been out there and he's had an accident, shall we say.
What is it? There's weed on the floor?
Yeah.
Oil everywhere?
Well, yeah, it's his lifeblood and he spewed it on the floor and it's all over.
So it's very slippy, the floor.
There's an ice rink out there.
How much traction you got in your wheels?
I don't think enough.
Now, Dan Tomkiers reckons that the house robots are going to be fuming with you. So he reckons he's got the upper hand before he even gets into the arena.
Well, we'll see. We fought these battles before, as you can see out there. We lasted, as usual, out there chugging around. So we'll see. We'll see.
What are your tactics against Dan Tomkier?
Keep away from it. We've got skirts around the side.
I like it.
Don't know.
Panic Attack's wearing a skirt.
Yeah. Don't know how effective it's going to be. If it is effective, then he'll just ride up over the top. If not, it could be a very short bout.
Panic Attack.
With the lifting spikes, driven by Kevin Pritchard, Jamie McGarry and Paul Wyatt.
Dan Tomkier.
As the CO2 flipper, Michael and Daniel Lambert and Stephen Gadsby. Oh dear, stripped for action.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the house robots, Growler, ready to get out of the kennel. And Dead Metal 2.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Key here, Dan Tomkier is twice as powerful as Panic Attack, but Dan Tomkier has a 7-centimetre ground clearance. Panic Attack has the side skirts to prevent Dan Tomkier's front prongs getting in underneath to be able to use that flipper. And it's tactical, intense in this first semi-final of the All-Stars Championship. But Dan Tomkier getting in underneath there and flipping Panic Attack. Needs to use its spikes to self-right. Is it going to happen? Don't think so. No, you don't really want to do that unless you're going to toss him out, and that's what happened. I thought for a minute that Dan Tomkier were going to help Panic Attack to self-right, but they knew exactly what they were going to be doing. And Daniel Lambert flipped, and Dan Tomkier spins. They're through in tremendous style. Used the flipper once to overturn, and then a measured attack. They knew what they were doing. I didn't. But then they're brainier than I. And out went Panic Attack to prove that. Now, you've won. You're through to the All-Stars final. Is this necessary? Is it wise? Dead Metal, get out of the way. Dan Tomkier, to be honest, is a little bit ferocious, a little bit furious. Crowley is supposed to be protecting your mate out there. Dan Tomkier is after the house robots, who've taken a bit of a bashing tonight. Dead Metal under pressure. Growler is just about missing everything. Bless him. Runs away. Growler, you're supposed to be the fiercest thing in the Robot Wars world. And Panic Attack. Look on. A beaten machine, of course, theirs. Dan Tomkier has beaten them and I think has beaten the house robots into submission. A yellow card. A yellow card for Dan Tomkier. Quite right too, Refbot. The pit nudged. Go on, Refbot, get him down. Or alternatively, get out of the way.
Cease.
Looks good, Dan Tomkier. Looks wild.
What a battle! Chaos! Carnage in the arena! Panic Attack go out! Dan Tomkier, they're through to the All-Star final! Well, you had "Hello, Mum" written on the bottom of your robot. She's been on the phone and she said, "It's your mess, you clear it up." What went wrong there?
Well, they flipped us out of the arena. That was
I know.
pretty wrong.
I saw that. Your skirts aren't low enough, are they?
They're flexible, so they usually shatter. If you put thicker material on, they shatter. We had the one chance, we had the forks under him right at the start, and they just weren't quick enough, or I wasn't quick enough, in the excitement. And then, good night, Charlie, I'm afraid.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Panic Attack. That's when it got interesting. You took them all out.
What more could I do? Had time to play with.
You battered Growler.
Yeah, I know.
You battered Dead Metal.
Yeah.
Dog meat. Oh, that was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
You're in the All-Star final. It's either Pussycat or Cat 3. They're nothing compared to you, surely.
Don't underestimate them. They are good machines.
I know, but you're going to flip them out, surely. Stop being modest, admit it.
There's a lot of luck in it.
We're going to try it. If I had to put my money down, it'd be Pussycat.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, what a robot. What carnage. Let's hear it for Dan Tomkia.
So it's farewell Panic Attack. Dan Tomkia through to the All-Stars final to meet either Pussycat or Cat 3 in there in the pits with Jane.
It's the All-Stars semi-final, and this one is a cat fight, Keith.
Is it? Why is that?
You're up against Pussycat.
Pussycat, is it? Oh, nasty spinner. Ouch. Lots of scars over us, I think.
How are you going to approach Pussycat?
Gingerly, I think. We don't really want to get too close because the spinner's very good and it'll put scars all over us. I don't think it'll go right through the body, but if we get close to him but not right up against him, we can try and stick the axe in him.
Semi-final, All-Stars Stuart. This is a cat fight, this one. You're up against Cat 3. How are you going to deal with them?
Slice and dice.
Slice and dice. It's going to be cat pie for tea.
Oh, yeah.
Pussycat
has the spinning blade, machine of Amanda and Stuart Barnwell.
Cat 3
has the pneumatic axe, and the team of Keith, George and Julianne Williams.
Roboteers, stand by.
Who do we have in the arena for the house robots? Sir Killalot. It's a daunting place for the house robots tonight. And Shunt is back in again.
3,
suffering trauma from the earlier battle. He'll need counselling. And Pussycat batters Cat 3. This is going to be a vicious contest, isn't it? A perfectly nasty contest. 2 cats with 9 lives. Make that 8 now after defeating the UK Championships Robot Wars 7. Down comes the axe of Cat 3. Pussycat, little nudge of the blade, gets it up to spinning speed once again. Not causing great damage there to the armament of Cat 3, aluminium body, polycarbonate base. Pussycat want to get the blade at that. See, it's just grazing the side panels of Cat 3. This is interesting, this one. Not as dramatic as previous fights, but very close. And if Cat 3 can get a blow of that pneumatic axe in onto Pussycat, they could cause trouble. The crowd as tense as the battle. This is even Steven so far. Cat 3 missing. That'll count against it on the judge's marking of star control, damage and aggression. Cat 3 has activated a pit. Will it try and push Pussycat down there? Cat on a hot wooden roof, really, I think it is, the arena floor. And if you don't know the film Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, you've just missed that point completely. But never mind. Ask your gran. Cat 3 and Pussycat dodging each other, are they? Great respect, I think, out there for each other. Looking on, Keith Williams, an electrician by trade, needs to spark a little bit more life into Pussycat, perhaps, as far as his Cat 3 machine is concerned. They're dodging side by side. And again, I don't think they can get their weaponry really into full effect here because of the driving skills. You see, side by side, the axe is going to miss, and so too the blade. We're seeing there Stuart Barnwell, a full-time student at the controls of Pussycat. Nearly got the blade to work, but Cat 3 turned away very quickly. And they're a long way away from the pit. And, I'm going to go for a cat nap. Are these two just sort of... have a little bit of look at the judges at the end of the battle tonight. Wake me up, judges! Who's won it? Star control, damage and aggression.
Well, a furious feline frenzy in the All-Star semi-final. We're going to have to go to those judges. You know the criteria. While they're making up their minds, let's see the highlights.
A catatonic catastrophe of a contest as Cat 3 batters Pussycat. They're no great damage sustained though. Very tactical. Turned into a dour battle late on.
Judges still making up their minds. Going to ask the audience. If you think Cat 3 won, make some noise! If you think Pussycat won, make some noise! Well, the audience have gone for Pussycat. The judges have gone for Pussycat!
Well, you kind of agree, really, don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's
a bit of a mess now.
There's bits of armour all over the arena floor there.
Yeah, the axe was bent like a banana at the end.
And the axe was bent, the armour's disappeared.
Yeah.
They did it on damage.
Well, yeah. Can't argue.
Axes don't seem to cut the mustard in Robot Wars anymore.
Well,
they look good, they're exciting, but they don't seem to cut the mustard anymore. They've evolved, the robots, they've moved on.
I think you might be right.
You think they're changing it, maybe?
I don't know. We can make it more powerful. So I like the axes. I really want to keep with an axe.
You want to keep an axe?
Just make it more powerful.
But if you make it more powerful and you miss the robot, don't you just end up stuck in the arena floor?
Oh, that's where you got to be clever with the geometry.
And a metal axe, wooden floor. You do the calculations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Cat 3. What was you saying to me before the cameras came on us? We never get a judge's decision. We never get a judge's decision.
We haven't this series.
No, well, you got one now.
Got one now.
You're in the All-Star final. Oh. That little circular saw does some damage, doesn't it?
It's effective. It's really effective.
Dan Tomkier. How's he going to beat you?
Stay in the middle of the arena and just hit him with the blade like we did with Cat 3. When they opened the pit, we thought, uh-oh, here we go. So we just stay in the middle of the arena and keep hitting with the blade.
But you always land on your feet, don't you? It's a very difficult robot to get hold of, yours.
Very hard to get hold of. Flip it, it always comes on its feet in the arena.
What do you reckon, Mum? Proud?
Very proud. Very
proud. Oh, your mum's proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Pussycat! Join me after the break when Dan Tomkier go head-to-head with Pussycat in the All-Star Final here on Robot Wars.
And after the break, the final, surely hard work for Pussycat against the informed Dan Tomkier that looks pretty irresistible so far in this All-Star Championship. Then Robot Wars is made for rip-roaring upsets. Welcome back. We have our All-Stars finalist, Dan Tomkier with the prongs putting pay to Panic Attack. And Pussycat just too strong for Cat 3 as the claws were sharpened.
Welcome back to Robot Wars. It's the All-Star Championships. Prepare for a battle of our last two robots fighting to prove who is the best of the best. Come on!
Dan Dan Tom Keir looks mighty powerful in this All-Stars Championship. Pussycat perhaps a wee bit fortunate to get this far.
Dan Tom Keir, how confident are you're going to have the cat for dinner?
Pretty confident. They should fly pretty well. Yeah.
That sounds pretty difficult. He's a bouncy spinner who's going to drive all over and carve you to shreds if he gets near you.
If we can give it to the front end of Dan Tom Keir, we have a much greater chance. If he gets to the side of us, he's going to hurt, which is why I intend to go down his throat again and just push him out the arena, flick him over the wall.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hello. Stuart. All-Stars final, mate. You carved the cat 3 to shreds in the last bout.
Yeah.
It wasn't looking happy when it came out.
It's not. No paint left.
What are you going to do to Dan Tom Keir in there?
Stay away from that flipper and just give him a good chopping everywhere we can.
They're going to get you out the arena, do you think?
They can if I make a mistake. I can stay away from that front.
It's all about you and your driving.
Yeah, like Steve said, we're a slippery customer, so we can just get away off it. If I go near the wall, we can turn off a bit and they'll miss, and then we can hit him again, because she's good at that. She'll get tumbled off and she can quickly turn around and give him a good hit with the blade. So we're going to do that.
Now, don't underestimate the importance of this battle. This is all about respect out there in the pits. This is about becoming a legend of legends. So, are you ready to find an All-Star champion? Then let the All-Star Grand Final begin!
Pussycats.
The heavier of these two machines, but the slower. The machine there of Amanda and Stuart Barnwell, who's 16.
Dan Tom Keir.
Perhaps that's the more potent weaponry, the CO2 flipper. Michael and Daniel Lambert and Stephen Gadsby.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Cassius Crone. And also Mr. Psycho with the claw and the hammer.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Pussycat, Pussycat, where have you been? I've been to Robot Wars to see a lean, mean fighting machine called Dan Tom Keir. I don't want to see it again at close quarters. Will that be the message from this All-Stars final? You'd have to go with Dan Tom Keir on previous form, and Dan Tom Keir pushing Pussycat towards the arena side walls, and that's where it's so dangerous if you're a robot with a high ground clearance, and Pussycat's ground clearance is 10 centimetres. That is high, that is vulnerable, and Dan Tom Keir doing exactly what we thought he would do here. Can they get them over and out of the arena side wall? No, and Pussycat is away. Dan Tom Keir, don't forget, though, will have limited usage for that weaponry. High-powered CO2. But the weaponry power cannot last forever. What's happened here with Dan Tom Keir? What has happened with Dan Tom Keir? This whole All-Stars final has turned. They were on top, they were pressurising Pussycat, and to use a very high-tech term, they conked out. And Pussycat has Dan Tom Keir not on the ropes, but on the very side of the pit of doom and gloom. And Pussycat here is about to win the All-Stars Championship unless Dan Tom Keir can reignite the fickle flame of Fortune Robot War styling. Pussycat being pursued by Cassius Crone and by Mr. Psycho. They remember the earlier mayhem. Cassius Crone has Pussycat in his venomous jab. Pussycat away, trying to dodge the hammer blow of Mr. Psycho, and while all this is going on, Dan Tom Keir is a beaten machine, and this is a stunner. Dan Tom Keir counted out Pussycat, the All-Star champion. How unlikely was that in the opening moments of this All-Star final? This is a major surprise. Oh, says Michael Lambert. He felt that from up in the control pod. And Stuart Barnwell trying to dodge Pussycat. Oh! Mr. Psycho and Cassius Crone bashing into each other. Did you see the glare afterwards? Mr. Psycho gave Cassius Crone, and Mr. Psycho now is just about to trundle into and over anything. Dan Tomke, I'd go down that pit if I was you. Cassius Crone is out of it. Pussycat is out of it, having won, of course, and they jump for joy into the pit and safe, and a round of applause from the Dan Tomke sporting side. Pussycat taking some late welly, but they're the winners of the All-Star Championship.
What a final. Pussycat couldn't let it lie, but no matter, they are the All-Star Champions.
Battery died, I should think, or the link came out.
Yeah, because it was just like one bang and it was just like all gone then.
Yeah, we kept trying to resuscitate it.
Yeah.
But it's dead.
Just like a sitting duck, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then, of course, he was stuck on the back of you for a while. Yeah. Thought it was great driving, manoeuvring you over to the pit release button and all that. Couldn't quite get you in the pit. Do you know why? Because how old are you?
16.
You're a typical teenager. You couldn't let it lie, could you? You couldn't be happy with winning.
No.
You had to go and have a pop at all the house robots biting at their ankles, didn't you?
Wow, it's the final, and unfortunately something must have went wrong with them, and thought, we'll give that little new shimmy bot a little hit, and then Mr. Psycho.
Piece of your mind. I have to tell you, it was a great show.
Yeah. It's got to be a good one for the final.
I mean, you guys haven't won a thing for a while, have you?
No, we've had a lot of bad luck, and it wasn't in Series 6, and we had bad luck with the judges lately.
Yeah.
But this time, we finally got there.
It was brilliant. You must be proud now, Mum.
Very proud.
You are the All-Star Champions, the legend of legends.
It's not going to sink in.
And you're 16 years old. Showed those old men a thing or two, didn't you, eh? Didn't you? Ladies and gentlemen, Pussycat, the All-Star Champion! Well, they'll go down in legend and robotic folklores. We've got an All-Star Champion here on Robot Wars. Bye-bye.
We've had the UK Championship, we've had the All-Star Championship. Coming next time, the World Championship. Superstar stuff on Robot Wars. 9 countries represented with our dirty dozen machines.
Next on Challenge, robots fighting. Servo motors all over the gaff. It's Robot Wars. Next on Pick, the missing persons unit is called into action in Without a Trace.